Time now for your MoneyWatch report. Stocks tumbling overnight as President Trump's new reciprocal tariffs kicked in. This is a look at the big board right now, and that is a bit of a change from the last time we showed you the markets. The markets opened down, but now we are up just a little bit. Markets around the world, though, bracing for impact to see what will happen today. So these new tariffs taking effect at midnight. China taking the hardest hit with a 104% tariff now in effect. And they retaliated with tariffs of their own. Well, families across the country are bracing for higher prices on everything from electronics to clothing and food. And you know what happens when we have questions? We talk to the experts. Nobody better than CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joining us live this morning. All right, Jill, we're watching the markets every morning. A lot of people biting their nails, especially those who don't have a lot of time to catch up in their 401ks. A lot of worry there. What's the word today as you watch these markets open in recent minutes?
It's going to be a wild ride. I'm sorry. I don't think it's going to get settled anytime soon. You know, remember, uncertainty is really the enemy in this case because you don't know how to actually price a company's potential to make money in the future, which is what you do when you buy a stock, if you don't understand what the tariff regime will be. So we have tariffs that are on today, but could they be off in 2 weeks? And because of that, that's why you're seeing this massive churn in the market where people are just trying to say, well, I'm scared. Maybe there's going to be a recession. Maybe there's going to be more inflation. I'll pull my money out, sit on the sidelines and wait and see. That is something that I think most individual investors should really avoid because that's market timing. And it's very hard to execute two perfect decisions, when to get out, but also when to get back in. Your best bet is if you don't need your money for a long time, leave it alone. If you need money within the next 12 or 18 months, sure, get it out of risky stuff. It shouldn't have been there in the first place. Just cry uncle and you're out. But for your long-term money, nice and easy, no major moves.
So that's for people who play the stock market. But talk to us about this reporting that we're hearing this morning that even grocery prices are going to go up. We're talking about apples and bananas and things like avocados. What are you hearing that way, Jill?
Yeah, I mean, look, we levied these 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada. We get a lot of produce from Mexico. So I think that's where you're going to see prices rise first. You know, think of it this way. Anything that has inventory that will be depleted quickly, that's where you're going to first see the price increases. Whereas, let's compare that with a car. A car that's sitting on a dealer lot, got to get through some inventory before you need to get more cars. So I think over the next weeks, yes, on the grocery bills, maybe when you start to see apparel and footwear, sneakers, those could start to go up, electronics, toys, and of course, cars and car parts. If these all stay in effect, again, gang, we don't know whether or not there are going to be negotiations. And 3 weeks from now, we're looking back and saying it's a different story.
Okay, Jill Schlesinger, so much to cover there. And also, we're coming up on the IRS tax filing deadline. We know you have reporting on that. We don't have time for that now this morning because we had to dedicate so much time to tariffs appropriately so as we watch the markets open. But we do want to let our viewers know you can regularly see Jill on CBS Mornings and, of course, the CBS Evening News. And for more analysis, you can depend on her, JillOnMoney.com.